Greetings Internet Peopleoids, Darkly Dave here. This video is the first in what will hopefully be a series to celebrate Bisexual Health Awareness Month, which is the entire month of March, and also has links to Bi-Visibility Day, which is September the 23rd. Now, a question many people ask is, what is bisexuality? The Oxford Dictionary describes it simply as an attraction to both males and females, which is rather limiting, but that is the strictest societal description. People within the LGBT community, especially those who are bisexual and pansexual and fluid in their attraction, tend to describe it more as an attraction to same sex, the opposite sex, and any multiples of other gender identities. Now, the most common scale used to demonstrate the spectrum, as it were, of bisexuality is the now somewhat outdated Kinsey scale. In this scale, you have 0 at one end of the spectrum, which is exclusively heterosexual. And at the other end of the spectrum, you have those that are exclusively homosexual. Bang in the middle, at number 3, is pure bisexuality, being a 50-50 split between male and female attraction, or equal, same and opposite genders. Between 0 and 6, you have the scale of 1 through 5. Now this nowadays is considered to be a bisexual spectrum. Kinsey himself said it should be 2 and 4, but really it's up to the person themselves as to how they identify. With 0 being exclusively heterosexual, 1 is almost exclusively heterosexual with some small amount of same-sex attraction. The score of 2 bumps that up slightly more to, say, 30% same-sex attraction. And then 3 bumps it all the way up to 50-50. And the opposite scale with homosexuality. Now this scale is slightly outdated as it doesn't take into account levels of attraction, nor does it take into account asexuality, or hypersexuality indeed. It also doesn't take into account romantic attraction, but purely sexual attraction, as there are such things as a heteroromantic person who is bisexual. They exclusively are romantically attached to a opposite gender, but are able to be sexually attracted to someone of the same gender or other genders. But that's a completely different kettle of fish. As for the population of bisexuals in the world, the Williams Institute in America has placed the bisexual population, those who identify publicly, or at least to those who surveyed them as bisexual, at 1.8%, with 1.7% being homosexually identified as lesbians and gays. In that survey, 11% said that 11% of those surveyed said that they had some experience with same-sex experiences of some description in experimentation. A survey in Australia, which was 2012 and 2013, put it at 3.4% of those surveyed identified as bisexual, and 28% had a same-sex experience. And in the UK, last survey I could find, it put the population at 2.1% identifying as bisexual, and that was the YouGov survey. This doesn't include the recent studies into purely youths, because these were almost all exclusively adults, which would be above the age of 21, I think. And if you look at LGBT identification through the decades, so you've got 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, etc., the level of identification tends to drop as societal pressures, when those people were younger, dictates how willing they are to identify and come out. As you know, more and more young people are coming out because we feel it's safer to do so. And I think it was about 30% generally in an American study and a UK one I've seen, and it was stated in the summary of the studies I'd read that this was prevalent across the board with a number of studies. People around the age of 25 through to 16, I think it was the mean age, identify 30-odd%, this is, identify other than straight, which would be Kinsey scale from 1 right the way through to 6. So some attraction right the way through to complete same-sex attraction. 30-odd%. So if you have 3 kids lined up, chances are one of them probably isn't 100% straight. Of course, that doesn't account for biases and variations in fields, but that's beyond the point. So I hope you found this video informative. If you did, it'd be much appreciated if you hit the like button. I don't really get anything out of it, but it's nice to see that someone enjoyed the video. And I have links to my Twitter and Tumblr feeds in the links below. And if you enjoyed this video and want to see more, you can check out my channel in the links below, or subscribe. I'll also include links to some of my previous videos in the end card at the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching.